Wow, this night vision thing looks pretty cool. Like, look at this military guy. I wonder how much it costs. Yeah, let me quickly check that. And man, what the if only there was a cheaper option. Maybe something like, oh yeah, this looks like it could work. Most of the time when people hear cheap, they immediately think of Scam You or other companies. The Nightfox Prowl, coming in at around $200 US, or around 300 Australian dollars, has displayed a really cheap alternative to getting into the digital night vision market. It is my first night vision monocular, and I am quite happy with it. A quick disclaimer before we start, I am not sponsored by Nightfox, and this will be an unbiased review. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we will be looking at the Nightfox Prowl night vision monocular. I have had this unit for about a year now. I bought it in December of 2024. So far it has been great. It's got 850 and 940 nanometer illuminator on the front, or you can just run it with ambient IR light. Takes USB-C charging. You can also charge it while you're operating the device, which is pretty good, from an external power supply or something. Takes a 32 gigabyte micro SD, which is included with the unit. It's versatile when it comes to its mounting options. So it comes with two types of brackets that you can use, which are the dovetail mount and the GoPro configuration. The GoPro configuration comes with the helmet strap, which comes straight out of the box with the unit. The unit itself comes in pretty light at 264.8 grams. So it's a pretty light unit compared to other night vision monoculars. Yeah, it's got customizable mounting options. So you put the first rail in here, goes in from either side. But yeah, so you put the first one in and you can shift it left and right depending on where you want your eye to be seated. Then you screw in one of the screws, and then you can either attach the GoPro head mount or the dovetail one for G24 and other dovetail style mounts. We pick left or right eye as a monocular. The unit's been pretty good over the time that I've had it. I've got a second unit arriving in a couple of weeks. I will be running it with a dual bridge sold on the Nightfox website. The Nightfox DT, I believe it is. And they sell that for £12. Before we start, I should run through all these settings that are available for the Prowl. It's got 5 different brightness options. It's got a night filter, which includes black and white, green phosphor, inverted green, and white phosphor. We will be using white phosphor for the recording. It has different IR options in case you wanted to disable or enable some of the IR illuminators to save on battery. The auto hide icons, I have that enabled. Format SD in case you wanted to erase what is written on the device. Power save turns off the device after a certain amount of inactivity. I wouldn't recommend disabling that unless you're leaving it on for an extended period of time without actually using it. You can change the date, the time, and the refresh rate of the actual monitor. The recording refresh rate is only set to 30 FPS and you cannot change that. Video frame rate, here we go, 60 frames per second. Never mind, you can record in 60 frames per second. They probably released that in the 1.31 update, which is one that I recently updated to. Image optimization, you can choose between optimizing the image or the frame rate. I choose frame rate. And factory reset the device. So again, we're using firmware 1.31. You power down the device, you can press, and then it goes black. It has 5 IR options, going from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is also IR 0 with no illumination, and day camera mode. There is the recording button, the power button, which you must long press to turn off or turn on. Simply tapping it will just increase the brightness of the actual screen. Menu and checking back on previous recordings, and the zoom button. It is a 1-time zoom by default. However, if you tap that, it goes to 2-time zoom and then 3 times digital zoom as well. It has a 53.8 degree field of vision and is pretty wide compared to other similar monoculars. It has the ability to record using the 32GB SD card. And for tonight, for the showcase, I'll be running it on a G24 inspired mount with 2 power banks as reserves, and it's got a 3200 milliamp hour battery, so it can get around 5 hours of just ambient IR usage without the IR illuminators turned on. It comes with a lens cap, so if the Prowl's lens gets damaged in any way with the lens cap on, the lens cap will instead take all the damage. It's got a manual focus, so you need to manually focus on whatever distance you want. The silicone cup is removable. I saw a couple of people in other comment sections asking, is the Nightfox Prowl's eye cup removable? And yes, it is. You can also put it on other sides. And the eye relief is also adjustable for whichever distance you want the screen to be. Tonight's illumination will be 11%. It is a waxing crescent. And it is also the 25th of October 2025 with some light to moderate cloud coverage.
Okay, the time is currently 7:49 p.m. The sun has set and it is currently dusk. This is a test of the onboard mic before I swap over to the regular mic.
Okay, so this was recorded at dusk on the white phosphor setting, 0 IR. As you can see, the sky looks bright. You can see lights and stuff in the distance, and you can make out some objects and shapes. Reminder that this is 11% illumination, even with the residual IR bleeding over from the sun after it is set. The quality of the recording is actually much higher than this. The reason it looks so pixelated is because of YouTube compression when I downloaded the video. The regular screen, I believe, is like 560 by 380 or something like that. And you can make out most objects and shapes in person. In a second, I will swap over to what it actually looks like from my own perspective. So as you can see, the quality of the screen in person is actually pretty good. You can absolutely make out more shapes in person than you can on the compressed video. Here's a stair test. I'm going up the stairs with IR0. I did have my dominant eye open for this one, so I could actually see the rough outline of the stairs on both the night vision goggles and the and actual just regular vision. Now we move on to some uncut footage of the Nightfox Prowl. Taking a walk at night. Skip to 16 minutes 46 seconds for the next comparison and feature showcase. Okay, so this is what IR0 looks like, and daycam. You can't see the brightness increasing on the actual recording, so I'll swap over to the iPhone. As you can see, you can make out more objects on the recording from the iPhone through the actual screen of the Nightfox Prowl. The recording quality is not as good. And now we will demonstrate the rest of the night filters, other than white phosphorus. Here we are showcasing inverted green, probably my favorite one, just because you get the best depth perception. And it also seems to be the brightest. We are showing it with IR1 at least enabled, because with IR0, unless it is at least a quarter moon, you can hardly see anything. Here we are showcasing the green phosphor setting, cycling through the different IR channels. Black and white with IR enabled. The unit, being digital night vision, is quite heavily reliant on IR. It is better suited for high moonlight or high IR nights. Tonight was not one of those nights. Being only 11% illumination, it is completely uncomparable to a Gen 2 or Gen 3 night vision tube. For a comparison, this is a couple of months ago, quarter moon, no cloud coverage, IR disabled. As you can see, the Prowl is better suited for these sorts of environments. This was filmed at 11 PM. So the Prowl, it may not be the best in the market, but for the price point and the fact that it is so cheap and the buttons are very tactile and it is extremely user-friendly, I would highly recommend it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll probably upload again when my second Prowl arrives.